What's happening, people? I'm back in the kitchen again, and today I'm going back to my childhood. When I was growing up, I've long since said on my main channel that I grew up on a little council estate. We didn't have any money, and we weren't poor or anything like that. We're not hard done by. It's not a sob story, but we used to eat stuff like this. What I'm reviewing today, and it is, of course, you've seen the thumbnail and the title, meatballs out of a tin. Now, I also seem to remember having the burgers out of a tin, and when I tried them on the main channel just before I split the channels up, it was one of the worst things I've ever eaten. Now I'm hoping that these are not going to be that bad. I seem to remember two different flavours of meatballs, and I've actually got the wrong ones here. I'm sure that they were Campbell's meatballs when I was growing up, but Fray Bentos are now selling meatballs. Now Fray Bentos are famous for pies, of course. So we've got these meatballs in bolognese sauce, chicken meatballs. I'm not sure if they were always chicken. I'm sure you guys all remember. But for me, I can't remember what meat they were. But these are obviously new, but they're not really new. Meatballs have been around for a long time. I believe Aldi still sell a version of it, their own version, but I think the Campbell's meatballs are long gone. But it does say £1.85 a day on the tin. This is chicken meatballs in a bolognese sauce, but they used to do them in, you had the tomato sauce, which is bolognese sauce, and then you used to do a normal one in gravy, I think it was. But I must have accidentally picked up the wrong one because I've got chicken meatballs in Swedish style gravy. So this is like what you get at IKEA, although I've never had it at IKEA. If you want me to go and review IKEA's food menu, let me know in the comments, and I'll do that on the main channel at some point. But yeah, so I've got some chicken meatballs in Swedish style gravy. Never had that before. But a bit of a meatball video today. Meatballs. Are they as good as I remember? And Swedish meatballs I've never tried. So this is kind of a blast from the past for me, and this is a bit of a new experience. So I'm going to get them both on the hob and cook away. So let me just tell you, on the ingredients on both, they are 15% chicken. They're calling them chicken meatballs, but they're only 15% chicken. 38% tomatoes in that one. And in fact, let's have a quick look at them. Okay, we'll start with the blast from the past one, the chicken meatballs in bolognese sauce, £1.85 a day. So that is the ingredients there. So like I said, 15% chicken, 38% tomatoes. It's got carrots in there, chicken fat, wheat is your allergen. That is the nutritional information there. If you want to pause that and take a look, please do so. I am just going to, obviously you can cook these on the hob or you can microwave them. I am just going to be a bit quick here. There's nothing much else to say. Let's have a look at the Swedish meatball style gravy. Once again, 15% chicken in there, which is a bit strange, and wheat and milk are allergens there. Not really much else in that. I'm not really sure what this gravy is. It just says flavour in there. But produced in the UK using UK and non-UK chicken. And that is the nutritional information for this one as well. So chicken meatballs in a creamy Swedish style sauce. There'll be and it does say, serving with a classic creamy mash or buttered noodles or rice for a tasty family meal. I think at IKEA, you get the meatballs and mash, don't you? This one say with pasta, I take it. Have you tried serving with mash or rice as an alternative to spaghetti for a delicious filling family meal? So they're telling you to put them both with mashed potatoes. We used to have them with chips. So I'll get them into these pots, pans, whatever you want to call them. We'll get them cooking. Okay, so this is them. Straight off the bat, I'll notice that the bolognese sauce one, there seems to be a lot of meatballs in both of these. The bolognese sauce one is a bit thin, it's a bit watery. It does have a little bit of herbs, but the Swedish meatballs, it looks like chicken soup with some meatballs thrown in. That's just my opinion. So I'll get them cooking there. I think they take, what did it say? Hob. Just says, and heat gently. Doesn't tell you how long for. literally says, pop the contents into a saucepan and heat gently, stirring occasionally. So we'll do that. Just bring it back when I'll bring it back when they're warm and they're done. We're just gonna have a little taste of them. Because I haven't got no mash, I haven't got no spaghetti or anything like that. I'm just gonna see what they're like. Okay, so I actually bought these in B&M and there was £1 a can, but they are available in Tesco's for 95p a can and in Morrison's for £1.20 a can. Now, they're probably available in some other places as well, but that's the three that I know of. The Swedish meatball one is smelling very, very strange. But they're nearly done now, bubbling away. I'll get them into a couple of bowls and we'll have a taste. See if they are. See if them ones in the tomato sauce, the bolognese sauce as they're putting it, jogs my memory a bit from when I was younger. Okay, so there it is. That is the Swedish meatballs in the meatballs in Swedish gravy. I'm not sure about that. It smells a bit, yeah, it smells a bit funky if I'm honest. So we're gonna try this one first. The meatballs in bolognese sauce, tomato sauce. So let's give them a taste. Okay, are these gonna be what I remember? I'm gonna start with just the sauce on its own because it does actually look like a thicker sauce in these than I remember. But I'd seem to remember having the gravy ones more often than the tomato sauce ones. I mean, the sauce is absolutely rubbish. It reminds me of when you go abroad and you get the well, I suppose you could get meatballs or anything like that in the big trays on the buffet server, or the bolognese sauce from the cheap spaghetti bolognese. It's not great. It's not horrible. Well, it is. It's horrible. I would say it's not horrible, but it's edible. You could eat it, and sometimes you do for like lunch or when you're abroad on an all-inclusive. But it's not. Yeah, it's not great. I'm not expecting much from these chicken meatballs either, to be honest. Nah. Oh, Dean. I'm going to have one more with a bit of the sauce, but they're not nice. That is not nice. Oh no. The sauce is actually better than the meatballs. The sauce reminds me of an all-inclusive resort in Spain or something, where I'm thinking that because my girls are so fussy, they get chicken nuggets, chips, and then if there's like a spaghetti bolognese or a pasta sauce like that, that's what they get. It's not great, that. I wouldn't advise getting that. No. I am not a fan of that. Fray Bentos chicken meatballs in bolognese sauce. That's not good. I'm going to give that one on its own a score out of 10 of 3 out of 10. I don't care if that was said 5 or 5 a day. That is not great. The meatballs are wrong. They taste worse than like hot dog sausages or sausages in beans and sausages. These are worse. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. No, 3 out of 10. This is the Swedish style meatballs. So we're gonna see. This just smells weird. It smells funky. Not really something I've ever had before. Like I say, I know they do them at IKEA. This is like a watery, creamy gravy. At first I thought it was going to be like chicken soup, but it's darkened up. So we'll give this a go. I mean, I'm imagining that it's not great. It's very salty. But because I've never had the flavour before, I don't hate that actually. I mean, the meatballs are still dreadful, but that actual Swedish, it's the gravy, isn't it? Swedish style gravy. If that were a bit thicker and maybe a little bit less salty, I don't think I'd mind that over some mashed potato. That one's better, but it's the meatballs that are, I say meatballs because of 15% meat. Yeah, I'll give that one a 5 out of 10. That one's definitely better than the tomato one. That actual gravy has got me interested now, so I'm probably going to have to go to IKEA and try out the, or Sweden, but I'll probably end up at IKEA and try out their, because they do have proper meatballs in Swedish gravy with mashed potato as a meal, I believe. So I might end up doing that on the main channel. But overall, these two I would not bother getting, not bother trying. They're definitely not what I remember from my childhood. None of these products actually have been. Crispy pancakes, what else have I done from the childhood? Then burgers, Wexler burgers. These are not as bad as them, but yeah, these are not great. I've got these to try as well. Also by Fray Bentos. Tomato soup and spiced carrot soup. Now, I did mention that in a video a while back, and then basically the comment said they're horrible, so don't bother. If that tomato soup tastes like that tomato bolognese sauce, I don't know. Katie's actually had that before and she actually likes it, so I don't know. I was quite looking forward to this spiced carrot soup. It's more my style. Have you had these meatballs before? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought. I don't think they're that great. It's definitely not reminding me of my childhood. Childhood memories, maybe not. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another food review. 4:15 as always. Bye bye.
What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic.
Thanks for watching. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.